Log on to Finebaum.com for live streaming audio of the South's most listened to sports talk. Depend on it.
We go to Tuscaloosa now, and welcome Mildred.
Oh.
Hello, Mildred.
Well, I've been listening about this gambling, but I got something to say. But first, I just want to say that you left out a big part of Birmingham history today.
I'm sorry?
You left Birmingham history. Strom Thurmond is nominated for president 53 years ago in Birmingham today.
Was that in Birmingham?
Yeah, and I was there. I was 31.
Was he a Dixiecrat?
Dixiecrat, and I have to admit, I used to be a Dixiecrat. Of course, that's before I started dating black men.
So Mildred, not to get off your subject, but so you were a delegate to the Strom Thurmond convention? Yeah,
he is sexy back then.
What was Strom? 50? You said it was 50 years ago?
53 years ago today.
Well, 53 years ago, Strom was what, 70 back then?
He is 50, I think. I think he's 98 or 99 now.
Did you and Strom?
Well, let me just put it this way. I was number 2 on the list after his second ex-wife. I was nearly married to.
You nearly married Strom?
Well, he tried me out for a test drive, but I guess I wasn't good enough.
You and Strom Thurmond, huh?
Yeah, but I was calling about this gambling.
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry.
I gamble every time I have unprotected sex. But the preacher told me last Sunday I need to calm down, especially with the sex stuff, And,
yeah.
Well, I told him.
Now, you talked to the preacher about this?
Hell, he talked to me about it. And
well, how did this come about?
Well,
Neil, I've lost my. There's like coffee in my script in here. Yeah, okay, so you and the preacher talked about it, right, Mildred?
He told me I got up one Sunday and gave my, what's that called when you give your confession?
Testimony.
Yeah, I gave mine, told him that I had sex, but I wasn't sorry for it.
You wasn't sorry for it?
Right. And he told me that after church that he won't talk to me and told me I didn't need to be acting that way. And I said, well, I realize it's a sin, but I give you enough money on Sunday to be able to do whatever the hell I want to. but speaking of that,
speaking of that, right? That's your line, Mildred.
I did have a date last time.
You did?
Yeah, I met him at the Kmart.
You met him at the Blue Light Special?
He was a door grader, and I told him I had a Blue Light Special for him. I said I wasn't cheap, but I was on special this week.
So you had this date last night, Mildred?
Yeah, he asked me if I wanted to court him. Right there, after I told him I was on special, he asked me if I wanted to court, and I said, well, yeah, I'll court you. And
Mildred, I don't mean to interrupt, but I mean, we've had some complaints about you on the show.
I'm sorry.
I mean, there are some people who just don't think that you should be
dating.
No, well, I mean, there's just something about the idea of a lady of your repute. I mean, of your age.
I'll be honest with you.
Yes, ma'am.
I figure that I'm gonna die pretty soon, and I might as well have a smile on my face.
Well, Mildred, I mean, some people, I don't know if you've heard, there have been some criticism of you.
Well, that's their problem, I guess, just because they're not getting any, don't mean I don't have to do that.
And, you know Mildred as a listener to this show. You've listened to this show for a while, have you not?
Yeah.
I mean, you know I'm a straight shooter.
Yeah.
And you know that I'm in a bit of a pickle right now.
How's that? You ain't getting none either.
Well, no, that's really not the problem, Mildred. The problem is this.
Mildred noticed he didn't answer.
Yeah, I know.
I've got an anniversary coming up this week. I'm not going to do anything to upset the apple cart. My point, Mildred, is this. That there's a lady, man, I'm not sure what.
Bisexual.
Named Liberty Bell.
Yeah, he upset me the other day.
Liberty called in and made a bet with me that I could not produce you in 30 days.
Well, I tell you this much. Well, I better not say that on radio.
Oh, I mean, if Mildred can't say it on the radio, it's got to be pretty bad. Mildred, I mean, but I'm in a, like I said a minute ago before you got sexual, I'm in a bit of a dilemma, and it's related to Liberty Bell. It really is.
You want me to come up there?
Well, Neil, don't you think that would be
That'd be good. Why don't we maybe go down and get her or something?
Yeah, I can't. Well, I did get them from a date last night. I'll tell you about that.
Okay.
I stole my son's keys, but I doubt I find them anymore. I think he stole them all away.
How's your daughter doing?
Well, she's got a new girlfriend.
She does?
Go from one to another, and I can't do nothing with her.
What's this one all about?
Well, she just one of these old tramps, you know.
I mean, do they? What I mean, I've never really. Where do they go on dates?
Well, I don't really know, because I think I like man. I don't like woman. So I asked them on my date last night if they wanted a double date to make it more not so, awkward being first date and all. And they said no, that they thought I was too old for that. But I picked my date up last night, and after he asked me if I wanted to court, so I picked him up. And after he got off the work there at the Kmart, and I wore pantyhose to make my legs look sexy. and I didn't wear a bra, so the wrinkles out of my face. And so I picked, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
I picked him up.
I'm not saying another word.
I picked him up after work. Well, that's just that we didn't make it to the restaurant. We hit the bed nearly running.
On the air, everywhere. This is the Paul Finebaum Radio Network.
Finebaum.com.
Oh, yes.